welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited to get into today's pick a card. Today's pick a card, we are getting into what is the next love offer that you will accept. So not just the offers that are coming to you, but the one that you're actually accepting. That is what we're tapping into today. So we're going to get what we can about that person, that offer. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. Other than that, pause the video if you need more time with the piles. You can always pick more than one pile. And we're gonna jump in. We got group 1 with the white geode, group 2 with the yellow geode, group 3 with the purple geode, and group 4 with the green geode. So like I said, take as much time as you need, or pause the video if you need to, but we're just gonna get started. All right, if you chose group 1 with the white geode, this is your reading. We're using the Gilded Tarot Royale for you today, group 1. And we are going to see what love offer you are going to accept. All right, Spirit, this is for group 1 with the white stone. Show me the offer. What is this person offering to group 1? What is their offer? Ooh, I love that. We have community. So right away with this person, oh, and flexibility. I love that one too. Okay, so right away with community, this is someone who is letting you in. This is someone who wants you to meet their friends, someone who wants you to see like their home. They're letting you into their life kind of right away. This is where I go to the gym. This is my work. This is where I hang out. This is what I do. There's like no secrets or mystique with this person when it comes to like their foundational life. They're letting you in. They're not trying to like just convince you to think that they're cool so that you will let them in, but they're just trying to show you like, this is what I'm all about. This is where I hang out. This is like, these are my friends. This is my family, whatever. And then we have flexibility. So for some of you, this person doesn't work. This person makes money through investing, or it's like very minimal work. They have set themselves up to where their money makes them money, so they don't have to like actually work. They've invested their money in the right places, either in an account that receives certain amounts of dividends. It's so crazy. I worked at a bank, and I used to work at a bank, and this guy called in one time and I got him, and he wanted me to check something on his account. So I open up his account and there's 18 million sitting in his account, and I click on the account and he's literally making $22,000 in interest a month just for having his account at the bank that I worked at. $22,000 because he had 18 million in one account. Now whether that's smart is, you know, I mean, even if, you know, things were to fall apart, like if you have that much, like you're gonna be okay. They're not gonna screw you over. It'd be like the little people that they'd be like, anyways. But this reminds me of that, where it's like this person just knows where to put their money, and it's coming across as this person may be extremely wealthy, or they just may have like their own home, a home gym built, like just they've set themselves up for success. So you'll see what that is as you learn more about this person and they let you into their life. But we have the Miracles card here as well. So there's an energy of them coming to show you what love is really about and what you deserve, and just treating you really well. Something about this person, this relationship, this love offer seems like a miracle. So maybe you considered yourself to be like damaged goods to some degree. Like maybe you have kids or a child, maybe, I don't know, whatever, you know, there's all sorts of ways we get in our head, and society gets in our head and tells us we're unworthy. So it could be some of that. It could be just because of how much you luck out in this relationship, like how genuinely giving this person is, that makes you feel this way. But something about this connection is like, it's a miracle I met them either in the nick of time, or you never thought you would meet someone like this. We have the Patience card, so that could be what it is. Oh, here we go. We have Patience and Standstill. So this could be the wow factor. We have happiness here though, you guys. So just sticking to like the main point of the reading, the next love offer you're accepting, the love offer is them fully letting you in, them supporting you, them opening a path to happiness for you, genuine happiness, and opening a lot of doors for you in general. This is a very smart person, a very gifted person, or a very well connected person, very wealthy person, like, you know, someone who you would love, like, to have as a friend, to have as an ally, like someone who's great to be in your corner. And then we have patience and standstill. So I just feel like you guys had lost hope at some point in your journey, feeling like you would never meet someone like this, or like this kind of offer would just never be on the table for you. There is an element of like magic with this reading, I gotta say. Like there's just this, like, I don't know, I keep feeling like Cinderella or Anastasia energy. I don't know why these two Disney movies specifically, but there's like something about this kind of rags to riches archetype or princess archetype, this like diamond in the rough energy. Spirit, can you show me this person? Who is the person making this offer to group one? We have the Sun, pure masculine energy. We have Leo, fire energy, and then we have Pluto. Wow. I'm getting a little bit of scorpionic energy as well, like energy of Scorpio. We have Pluto, the planet of beginnings and endings, and that's how this feels. It feels like your love life has been like a standstill, at a standstill, making no progress beyond like life lessons in so long. Like when's the last time you just could honestly say you met someone and the connection was all about the romance, it was all about the love, versus like lessons and games and things of that? Like when is the last time you really had something like that? Or have you ever had something like that? Have you had a boundless love where it's like someone doesn't spend a bunch of time consuming like negative content, making them feel a certain way about people that they date? Like when is the last time you just met someone who was normal but also just really crazy about you and genuinely interested, and, you know, not trying to play games, not trying to sleep with you right away, not trying to gain from you right away, but, you know, someone who's just light. So we have the Sun card, like I said, masculine energy. And then we have Leo, and the Sun is so life-giving. The Sun is so dependable. Like, I don't know how you make it happen, but you make it happen, and I love you for that. And, you know, like, I just get such a pure light energy from this person. They just have it figured out. Leo, they're confident. They believe in living life in a pack. Like they believe in the value of the family unit. This person, I feel like they're close to their parents. They're close to their cousins, their family, even their extended family. They still talk to people from like that they went to school with. This person is very forgiving. They give second, third chances, first, second, third chances. I said those all out of order. Wow, and then we got Neptune, Capricorn, and Aries. My goodness. So I feel like we got almost all the elements except for water. Oh, air didn't show up either. Okay. So just earth and fire energy. Very dependable energy. I love that combination of earth and fire. It's just like, that's a lot of strength. That's a lot of masculine energy. We have Aries, the first of the zodiac. This person really knows themselves. They may be slightly older than you. I would say 5 to 8 years older than you. We have Capricorn. Again, they're a hard worker, but very, very smart. The way that they make money may be very unconventional as well with that Aries and Neptune energy there. It's like, I don't follow what everyone else follows or even my parents followed. Like, I found my own way of generating wealth. Or I'm the only person in my family that generates wealth this way. It's kind of like how NFTs were like really popping and then all of a sudden they just kind of died down. I don't know, maybe I just don't look into it or anything. I'm not like amazed by it. So maybe it's just my personal, like I'm not wowed by it, but I feel like they were like, everyone really thought that NFTs were going to be like the new wave of making money. And this person may still be a part of that. But it's like they actually know how to, like, what to do and how to be mutable with the ebb and flow of the market, whatever. So this person is just very interesting. Neptune can really be anything. Neptune is kind of an amplifier as well, because it's the planet of the unconscious and the subconscious. So if there's this mystique, Neptune energy can only really be felt and experienced, versus like you can't really be philosophical about it, because there's a million and one ways you can look at the unconscious and the subconscious. So it's mainly like about feeling. This person has a very strong aura. They attract to them opportunities, lucky, like I'm telling you, and I've met people like this, like my aunt, she has this, and we went on a trip recently, and she walked into this restaurant, and there was people waiting outside of the restaurant. Like, that's how long it was. The line was, and she just walked straight up to the host stand and she's like, yep, for two. And then the host just grabs menus and brings us, and everybody is looking like, what the just happened? And she sat us at this table, and it was like, dude, there was like a 2-hour long wait. Some people just have this like super strong aura where it's like you just immediately have the ability to kind of overcome other people's frequencies and even like override the structure. Like, okay, let me put you on the list, you know, instead of even asking questions, she just walked us straight in. So it was actually insane to see like someone have such a powerful aura and just energy about them that people kind of just get immediately on their frequency and kind of give them, you know, lucky opportunities or what it is that they need. Like, people just kind of look out for them. This person is that kind of person where they just attract everything kind of working out in their favor. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. Love it. So we have the Knight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. More of that long time coming energy. So just hang in there, group one, because this love offer that you are accepting is coming, but it's taking a while. And like I said, we got a lot of earth and fire energy. The Knight of Pentacles is more earth energy, and earth is the slowest moving in the tarot deck. So for us to get the Knight of Earth, it's like, okay, or the Knight of Pentacles, it's like, okay, we're getting an offer here, okay? They got a pretty pentacle for us, okay? They actually have things to offer us, but it's a long time coming, like, because the earth energy does it the right way. So we have the Devil in reverse with the Eight of Swords in reverse. It's like, this person is not here to hurt you. Devil in reverse, Eight of Swords in reverse. There's gonna be like kind of pure bliss and freedom in this relationship, but with the Temperance card in reverse, I feel like it's still hard for you to accept. It could be this person, you guys. This person could not be your type. You could be stuck on, like when I said earlier in the reading, oh, this person may be 5 to 8 years older than you. That may be like totally outside of the realm of what you wanted for your life. Or what you saw for yourself. So something about this, I feel like it's going to be kind of hard for you to accept for whatever reason. There's like an energy of you being like, yeah, this is nice, but it feels too good to be true, or this person's a pushover, they're sensitive. Listen, that's the thing. You push a pushover to the brink and you see that they're not a pushover. Some people flat out are people pleasers, but some people just genuinely don't care. So for the most part, they let you have, you know, your way because it makes them happy to make you happy. But this person, their energy is coming through very stern. Capricorn, Aries, Leo, these aren't, you know, soft ass zodiac signs. They're just not. So like for this person, they're so rock solid, but they're also not, you know, super, super soft. So you may just like look at them and not see what resonates to you as masculine energy, but they are a true masculine. So we have the King of Cups in reverse and the Hermit here. 10 of Cups in reverse, 3 of Wands in reverse. This person is a little pessimistic. Strength in reverse and the Knight of Wands. This person really slows down for you, and that could be where the doubt is, because it's like this person is so successful and you can tell they're the kind of person that, you know, kind of avoids relationships, doesn't really see like, you know, people as like, I don't know, transactional, or people that they can just have. There's an energy here of them not really being super focused on being in a relationship and even like being aloof to people who want to date them. They may not know their own beauty or see their own beauty or attraction, whatever, but I feel like people probably fall all over this person and they choose not to see it because they just haven't been focused on a relationship for the last, couple of few years for whatever reason. And that changes for you. And you're like, okay, but I don't see myself as different, or maybe it's not that, but I just don't see myself as like super compatible with you. So I don't understand like what it is about me that attracts. Because listen, you could think you're a whole baddie out here, but still not understand like, okay, but I don't get this situation. Like, what is it? Why me? Like, why do you all of a sudden feel so sure now when you're not that kind of person? There's some sort of like distrust that you have with this, and it could be because you had waited so long with the standstill and patience that came out before, or it could be oops, just bumped the camera. It could be other things. We have the 3 of Wands in reverse and the 10 of Cups in reverse, so they honestly never really saw themselves as a husband, as a wife, or maybe they're divorced. They just never really saw that for themselves, to be honest, especially with that Hermit here. They really kind of prioritized spiritual ascension and growing as a person, and also being a help to other people, getting their family out of debt and in a position of power. That has been like their entire life mission. Like 3 of Wands in reverse with the 10 of Cups in reverse is they genuinely never saw themselves having that like storybook vision for their life romantically. Like they just didn't see themselves ending up in a romantic relationship with someone and getting married to that person and having that kind of traditional lifestyle. So this is very different for them. We have the 4 of Wands in reverse. You may not get married to this person. We have the Judgment card in reverse and the 4 of Wands in reverse. With the 10 of Cups in reverse, I just can't ignore it anymore, especially with the King of Cups in reverse. Like someone or both of you want something different. Like you're realizing or feeling like marriage is a trap, or like, I don't know, it's just crazy because it's like society teaches us to like desire after certain things, and then when you get them you realize it's a scam. Like home ownership, I'm so sorry, it's a scam. It's a scam, you guys. Okay, I just lost some people right there, but I'm telling you, it's not a literal scam, but it's like once you get a home, you realize how much money you have to put into that home to maintain that home and what is actually required of you. You realize it's a huge responsibility. You know what I mean? It's like someone says, hey, I got something for you, it's a great deal, it's $500 and it's gonna change your life. So you go get it, and then you meet them in a back alley and they hand you a baby. Like, here's responsibility. And it's like, wait, I thought you were gonna make my life better. And they're like, it will eventually. I don't know. I just went on this weird ass tangent, but there is an energy here of you guys like really wanting to take things slow and make sure that this is who you want to be married to, and vice versa, and that marriage is even what you want. And with having such a stable relationship, I just feel like this is the perfect place to be honest with yourself about that, and to really figure out like what love means for you, what a relationship and security means for you, because you have this person that has so much security and is really here for you, unmoving, you know, earth energy, really in this. So it's like you don't have to worry about this person rushing you to make up your mind. So I feel like you will discover in this relationship if you really want to get married, or what the next step is for you. We got choose wisely at the bottom of the deck. Maybe it's whether or not you're ready for marriage, and this person is coming through so serious, because like I'm like, one of you is like hell nah, one of you is like I'm not really seeing anything, neutral or in favor of marriage or, you know, whatever, life partnership. We have Triumph and Destiny. So this was always kind of meant for you, and I really do feel like Spirit has been cleansing your energy and getting you prepared for this through this period of a standstill that you've been in. Spirit, what else can you tell me? We have a love begins in accelerated motion, so things are taking off rather quickly between you two. This love offer, you guys, seems like potential for a forever offer. That's the energy that I get with you. There's potential for a forever offer with group one, but one person is completely on board, the other person isn't. And the compatibility is there, but I feel like both of you have different things that need to be worked on. Tapping into this person's energy. They're not the most trusting of people. They value like family, but like more so the family that they're born with, because those are people who are literally blood. Like, so, you know, I feel like on both ends, there's going to be trust that's needed. There's going to be conversations that have to happen. But something about this reading just feels like, something about this spread just feels like there is a huge disconnect, or someone is seriously resisting. And if it's you, I would say you're most likely resisting either because of age, or because you don't know if you want to be married, or you don't know if you're ready for it. And if it's for them, it's like, I don't know if I can really trust you or trust someone long term. I don't know about giving someone my heart. You know, they may be really like, it's hard for them to trust. And such an individualist that if you're the first person who has slowed them down in however long, it's like, okay, they have to learn how to treat you then, because this really will be a different experience. So you guys, a very loaded reading. That is what I have for you. That is everything that came up about the next love offer you are accepting, though. My Etsy is below in the description if you'd like a private tarot reading. That is where you can find me. But that is what I got for you guys. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the yellow geode, this is your reading. What love offer will you accept? Next, let's see. We're using the Steampunk Tarot for you today. Spirit, this is for group 2 with the yellow stone. Show me the love offer they will accept next. What is that love offer for group 2? What is this love offer? Nice. Group 1 got community 2. All your other cards are different. Spirit, for group 2, what is the love offer? Well, this is someone you can really trust. You know, this really feels like building. Ooh, we got gateway, 1111 energy. This feels like spiritual transformation, and this feels like financial transformation. I feel like the two biggest things this person brings to the table is like an unwavering focus, determination, and genuine desire to move forward in life, to expand in life, to expand as a relationship, to expand as a person, and to expand spiritually, you know. They kind of have asked themselves, like, is there more to life? Is there more I'm supposed to be doing? Like, how can I be more giving and loving to my community, to myself, to my family? How can I grow and expand in love? Like, you know, this person is offering you true partnership, I guess is the best way to explain it so far. We got the trust card here as well. So one thing about them, they are Abe Lincoln, okay? They will not tell a lie. Never mind. Like, this is way too early in the reading to be going on tangents. I was about to say, now, what's the deal with that? Because that's like some ad hominem from like elementary school, but did they just program us to think that this was a thing? He couldn't tell a lie to get us to put faith in this like president? I'm sorry. Anyways. And then we have gateway and community. So like I said, gateway, you can see like the two trees at the edge of the card representing that 1111 energy. And then we have community. So you guys may start your own community together. It could be a financial community. It could be through social media. It could be in the physical. It could be a spiritual community. You guys could be leading the spiritual community in some way, or a spiritual community is how I hear it, a spiritual community. But there's an energy here of you really building with this person, building a life, building a partnership with this person. So it makes total sense to me why you would say yes to this and move forward with this love offer. Wow, another 1111 energy. Well, now we officially have 1111. We got the 11 on the gateway card, and then with this pleasure card, there's the doe standing at the 2 pillars representing that 11 energy. And with pleasure here, it's like, wow, this is someone who, first of all, really wants to just love you genuinely. At the bottom of the deck, we have the simplicity card. So everything is, for the most part, simple with them. They're not an complicated person. They don't need an overcomplicated love. They don't need a bunch of benefits to move forward with someone. That's something you see a lot today, where it's like, okay, this person has to have all of these separate benefits other than partnership in order for me to get in a partnership with them. So it's kind of like trying to get a 2-for-1 special, or 3-for-1, 4-for-1, 5-for-1, whatever. And with this person, they genuinely just love you. They just love you. And we have the release card here. So they are creating a space, an environment for you to be able to leave your past in the past as well. Like your financial past, your physical past, you guys may actually move. The older version of you who you've been, you may want to, you know, separate from that version of yourself. You don't want to be the same version of yourself anymore. And this relationship is giving you the ability to do that as well. We have Mercury, which I love Mercury energy. So now I'm tapping into the energy of this person. Wow, we got Mars, we got water, and we have Mercury. So we have fire, water, and air. Mars is the planet of war, the planet of action, the planet of desire, stepping out on your own, stepping out of your comfort zone. So this person definitely gives leader energy. But they have a lot of water, and I just heard intelligence when I said that, when I said water. They have a lot of water energy. They're very intelligent, emotionally intelligent, and also connected to other realms, other worlds. I mean, we have Mercury here. Mercury is the planet of the gods. Mercury is the planet of communication. So this person may be from another planet. They may remember other lives without even going through any Akashic record type of stuff. They may be in contact with other dimensional beings, or they may be a other dimensional being themselves. There's like an energy here of this person being very different. Spirit, show me the energy of this person. Who is this person group 2 is accepting this love offer from? Show me this person. Okay, and then we have Capricorn. That came out. So this person believes in hard work. This person loves to be a leader. And I'm just seeing like a couple. I'm just seeing like a couple. It's the way that I saw it was like a caveman and a cave woman, like forging their own way. Like Spirit is coming through with a lot of matriarchal type of symbolism, starting something your own, being the first to do it, being a leader. We have the Hangman in reverse and the Two of Swords in reverse. Spirit, what else can you tell me about this connection, about this person, about this love offer? There's an energy of going all in here, you guys. We got the Five of Swords in reverse and then the Two of Cups. So there's an energy of leaving behind everything as you knew it. Eight of Cups in reverse. This kind of feels like backtracking. But I mean, you do have to backtrack in order to come back to yourself and shake off that programming of the outside world so that you can have true happiness. Because the benefit of TV, the benefit of media is ultimately to get you to buy certain things, whether it's paying for a premium membership on a dating app because they want you to, they want to get your money, so they do that by playing on your desire for love, or whether it's through purchasing like different products or living a certain way. Say you've always been a luxury girl, a luxury boy, and then you meet someone and there's like the connection is just like out of this world, but they live a totally different life. They're more like someone who's like, I don't know who to use as an example, like, I don't know, Janae Aiko type, like, or Heinz, this guy on YouTube, HINDZ. Like, what if you're like a super material person or a luxury person, and then you meet someone like that and the love is real? Like, you have to unprogram everything that you knew to have this connection, because you have to meet them halfway. So there's some things that are going to have to be let go of, and that's how this feels. And we did get that release card. I forgot that quickly. Yeah, I'm too young for my mind to be forgetting like this, but yeah, there's just like the strong energy of release for the real thing. I keep hearing things like that, like this is real though, the real thing. And you've been asking for, Spirit just said, in a lot of ways, the real thing. So that was a very specific wording from Spirit, in a lot of ways. If you reflect on your life and you look at the decisions you've made, the recent decisions, or just look at the last year and, you know, what you've come to the conclusion of wanting and what you've pursued, in a lot of those ways, you can see how that would align you with a real connection, a more authentic connection. So you may have already been, yeah, tapping into your inner high priestess. 7 of Swords in reverse. Nice. You guys may have been laying low from the dating scene altogether. You may not have been having people at your house after a certain time. Like, there's this energy of boundaries, really setting standards. And Spirit's like, okay, maybe you didn't set your intention for this, but if you look at the decisions you've made, you can see, you know, this desire for this kind of connection is what you've been craving. So we have the 8 of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like Spirit's about to make things really easy for you. Spirit, what else can you tell me for group 2? Oh my goodness. So we have enjoy your extraordinary uniqueness, which is definitely talking about everything we've been talking about. You know, you may have moved into a different aesthetic, or you may have expanded into a different version of yourself that is just different. Like, some of the things from the past remain, but a lot of them don't. This could be a lifestyle change or a physical change that is more in alignment with who you feel to be inside. But we also have, if they loved you once, they still do. I'm like, where is this X coming up and why? Like, why is all of a sudden are we getting that message? If they loved you once, they still do. I'm just going to read the back of this. Why not? I never do, but Spirit said read the back. This one says, thanks for every single time you ever fell in love, whether or not it was obvious, whether or not it lasted, or whether or not you were loved back. It changed everything. Actually, you're always loved back. You changer the universe. So the universe is calling you the changer. But there's an energy here, you guys, of past relationships kind of making you a bit jaded. And the truth is, you know, and it's one of those weird messages, because it's like you make fun of people like this who's like, all my exes are still in love with me and obsessed with me. It's like, okay, you're just a narcissist. But that's actually the truth with you guys. It's like, dude, at the bottom of the deck we have you are adored. Like, people may be confused, and you see that a lot, where it's like you'll see the same person commenting under like someone on TikTok or Instagram or YouTube, just hateful stuff, and it's like you spend more time here than the most loyal of fans who are first in the chat under the new videos. Like, you really love them. You don't hate them, you love them. You know, you support them more than anyone else. So for you guys, I feel like Spirit is just giving you the confirmation, like, not to sit with old past love on your spirit, because, I mean, the you are adored literally came out. The card literally came out. Spirit wanted to emphasize that. You are adored. You are loved. You are loved. And I feel like someone in the past may have really messed you up and made you think, like, that you're not worthy of a love offer or a connection, or that's never been your life story, that you were the one that was always desired or anything like that. So it may just be hard to believe. But I feel like Spirit is really showing you the truth through this connection. Spirit, tell me more about this love offer they're accepting. Wow, the moving on card came from 2 different decks now. We had the release card from the first deck, and now we have moving on. We have moving on, the universe, and accelerated motion. The universe would be the world card in like a traditional tarot deck. So I love this energy. Accelerated motion is like 8 of Wands energy. It's an energy of moving forward, moving forward quickly, moving forward in love. Things really speeding up for you, taking off for you. And you're moving on, like you're moving away from anyone or anything that has made you question yourself, any connection that hasn't been worth your time. And things are taking off so quickly with this person. It's like very different for you to be the one that someone is investing so much time in, but things really are moving forward. We have the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So Spirit is kind of saying you may be a bit shut off to Spirit, the higher power, you know, the divine, whatever it is you believe in, your higher self. And this would be a great time to reconnect, to spend, you know, maybe just a few minutes a day focusing on your relationship, honoring God. I mean, I don't know, the first few moments of when you wake up, just to say thank you for this day. My intention is to connect with you, to build our relationship, to grow stronger in my faith and my trust. Because there's just this energy here, group 2, where you've kind of lost your way. At the bottom of the deck, we have the Queen of Swords. So I feel like your last situation or life in general, certain circumstances that have, you know, happened for you, maybe getting an eviction or kicked out or being homeless or falling to substances, like it could be something really, really bad, really made you think like there is no higher power out there that's looking out for me. And I feel like connecting with the higher power will only speed up what is truly coming for you, because the truth is you were never alone. Hermit in reverse, Spirit has always been here. Your angels have always been here, and you do have free will, so you can make certain choices that lead you in unsavory situations, and other people have free will, so unsavory situations can end up on your doorstep without any intentional choice to put yourself in harm's way, you know. But I just get like redemption energy with you, where it's like financially you're being redeemed. Wow, that's crazy. We had the 3 of Pentacles, and now we have the higher octave of the 3, the 6 of Pentacles, where you are being blessed and you are being taken back under the wing of Spirit. And there's just this very interesting esoteric kind of energy here for you guys, group 2, kind of out of nowhere. It went from, okay, tell me about this next love offer, to Spirit really trying to just get in contact with you as if you don't speak. As if there's no other channel that Spirit, or no other way that Spirit can get the message to you, or a message to you, because you don't connect anymore, or you've, you know, closed Spirit out of your life because of things that have happened to you. We do have the Sacrifice card here at the bottom of the deck. Let me put that back. Spirit, what else can you tell me for group 2? Anything else about this love offer? I know that there's just like this strong energy of Spirit just wanting to connect. Like, listen, you will need me on this next leg of your journey, and I've always been here, and we're way more powerful together than we are separate. Like, that's the energy I get. Like, Spirit really loves you and wants you to experience bliss. We have infinite abundance, which immediately I was like, uh-oh, because that just gave me like the energy of people who win the lottery and then they spend it all. Like, you know, you want to reach out to an advisor. You want Spirit to be your advocate, your advisor. You don't want to get all this abundance and, you know, manifestations and then sabotage it. Abundance is pouring into your life is what it says at the bottom of that one. First light at the bottom of that one, it says beginning a new cycle. There's something huge that's ending, and of course the new beginning will be a relationship, but I also feel like it's more than that. I feel like there's something else coming into your life as well, like new finances. In general, things are getting better. We have ascending the mountain, so like all areas of your life will get better and better as time goes on. Ascending the mountain says keep going forward. So Spirit is like, listen, this isn't the time to slow down. This is the time, like, we're just getting started. We have Journey by Moonlight at the bottom of that when it says believe in the magic. So yeah, you guys, that is what I have for you. What can I tell you about the next love offer that you're going to accept? I can say that this person is really focused on spiritual and personal expansion, but that would be like finances, like getting a house, growing and expanding as a family would be the focus, like the area that they're focused on, but that will ultimately kind of lead back to money and you guys expanding together. But I do feel like this person is coming in as a saving grace, like you've manifested this high priestess, like regardless of what you have gone through and the ways that you've gotten in your own way and how you've gotten off track, Spirit is still coming in to bless you with a relationship, like a Six of Pentacles offer that is so valuable because you did still do the best with what you have, regardless of your past mistakes or blunders. So I love this energy, you guys. That is what I have for you. My Etsy is below. If you want a private tarot reading, you can find me in the description. But that was your message today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the purple stone, this is your reading, group 3. What love offer will you accept next? Ooh, we got the Wheel of Fortune and the Eight of Pentacles as I cut the deck. So that would be a good omen. We're using the Modern Witch Tarot for you today. All right, let's see, Spirit, for group 3. Oh, sorry. Show me the love offer. What is the love offer coming to group 3? For group 3, what is the love offer? Nice. We have adventure, we have trust. I love these cards so far. We got wisdom. So this is a wise person. This is someone who's lived life. Not only have they lived life, but they've taken back the lessons from it. They haven't fought against spirit and the universe to the extent where they have never grown. They have maybe fought against the universe, but they have grown from it. This person is coming through, and I just keep looking at that Wheel of Fortune, like with adventures and Wheel of Fortune. They're coming through with an opportunity for you to live a little, to love a lot, to have a good time. Wow. At the top of the deck, we got the Tower here, I just noticed as well. So this person is coming in as a wrecking ball. They're coming in with a very strong aura and pull. I want to say with a very destructive energy. But it's not destructive in the sense that they're destroying things that need to be there. They're destroying like all the doubts and fears that you have, or the preconceived notions, or like programming that has been put on you either by other people or society. Say your goal in life as a woman is to just be a stay-at-home mom or as a man just to be a stay-at-home dad. Like whoever you want to be, this person empowers you to do that. You don't have to hide the fact that you're marriage-minded or you're looking for marriage. Like you can just be honest with this person, like I'm marriage-minded, and they're like that's totally cool. That is best case scenario. I want you to, be you, like whatever it is for you. It could be the total opposite of the spectrum. That was just an example, but we have the Tower. First and bottom of the deck, the top of the deck, the Tower, the bottom of the deck, the Wheel of Fortune. So this connection is very different. This connection is very different and very fun. We have adventures, we have trust. I love this. This is someone you can depend on, someone you can trust. If they book the trip, you can know that the trip will go on without a hitch, okay? The flights aren't going to be screwed up. They're not going to pull up to the wrong airport at the wrong time. They're not going to have you in some raggedy, you know, hotel or accommodation. Like, this person is actually really responsible and looks out for you. I love this. We have relaxation at the bottom of the deck too. So this person just brings in so much peace. Trustworthy and wise. I feel like this person is well-traveled and well, what's that word I want to use? Like, well cultured. Like, this person may know different languages. They may have traveled around the world. I feel like they're really into like geology or volcanoes. I'm seeing rocks. I'm seeing like these tropical kind of trees, like palm trees, but also just like a lot of vegetation. This person may be from an island. They may have been born on an island. Could be Hawaii, could be Jamaica, like, you know, could be Saint Lucia. I don't know. We have action, we have change. So yeah, you guys, that's exactly what I felt, especially with that Tower card here. With the Tower card, it's like, yeah, there's a lot of change happening here. The Tower always brings in like totally new beginnings and destroys what doesn't serve you. And the Wheel of Fortune can do that as well. You know, it's interesting because the Wheel of Fortune is kind of like the positive aspect of the Tower, whereas the Tower is the negative aspect of like the same energy. It's the energy of change, is what I should say. The Tower can be unsavory because it's like a forced change, something that like you had plenty of opportunity to come into, so now it's difficult. So like, for an example, if you have really had multiple opportunities to step into yourself and to decide, okay, this is what I want and this is who I'm going to be, now that this person is here and, you know, you have all these like things that you've added on top of yourself, all these customizations you've, you know, stepped into to become like to appeal to someone of a high value, and it's like this person is just liking you naturally, so you feel like you wasted all that time, or, you know, those changes that you should have made, you hadn't made. You haven't developed those strong boundaries. You haven't developed that voice, you know, that strong sense of self. So now you're having to, you know, play 52 catch up as you're already in this connection. Whereas the Wheel of Fortune is kind of like, you know, hitting the lottery. It's like, oh, I got all this money that I can do XYZ with. Like, it's the higher octave of change. So yeah, there's plenty of things that you're going to have to let go of, and that can be hard. But at the same time, there's so much to be excited about. So they're, you know, just kind of like the higher and lower octave of change. But at the bottom of the deck, we got the Gateway card. You may be seeing 1111. I just heard Ready or Not, Here I Come. And I'm also seeing like dating show intros, where it's like, you know, Married at First Sight, and they have people like show their lives, and, you know, it's like the build up before they get married, and then they finally meet each other at the altar. And, you know, it's kind of like giving me that energy for whatever reason, where it's like there's so much happening in the background. Spirit, show me this person. Who is this person coming into group 3's lives, making them this offer? We got Leo, we got Aries, we got fire energy so far. Oof, we got Scorpio, okay. A little bit of mystique, a little bit of darkness. We got Aquarius. And we have Cancer. Wow, interesting. Okay, so Aquarius is air energy, but Aquarius is the water bearer. So it's kind of like a hybrid. It's very interesting how we have the balance of water and fire though with this person. This person is already kind of whole. We have Cancer, we have Scorpio, we have Leo, we have Aries, and I feel like you're very similar to this person. Like you've gone on your own spiritual journey where you've grown and transformed as a person. You've had your own challenges, and it's not like this person is just coming through and they're the best thing ever, but it's like, wow, this person really is amazing. They really are amazing. And they've done like the work. They've just done the work. Tapping in, I feel like what's making you accept this love offer is that you can see the benefit, but it's triggering a lot of things that you maybe should have worked on. So say this person has a lot of money or they're very attractive. If you haven't worked on your jealousy issues, if you have jealousy issues or a fear of abandonment, you're going to come in this relationship and start to self-sabotage. Or say like you've always felt like a free spirit, but you've never embodied it. You've always, at the end of the day, like conformed, you know, either out of fear that you wouldn't be taken care of or that you wouldn't be able to experience certain things. So now you're in this space where you're, you know, being with someone, building with someone, and you're seeing them live so freely and be such like a true individual. And maybe a jealousy over this person could arise, or a rejection of this person because you don't feel like you're a match to them. Cancer is an emotionally connected sign. The mantra of Cancer is I feel. And then we have Scorpio, which is a little bit of a darker octave of that water energy, being it's ruled by Pluto, the planet of beginning and endings, with that tower energy, and Mars, you know, the god of war. So this person definitely has a voice, especially with that Leo energy there. They're a truth speaker. They're not super PC. And they really don't take BS. They know who they are. You know, this is so interesting because, oh, okay. Spirit just made it clear. I'm like, it's so interesting because they're showing up as the King of Cups with the King of Swords in reverse. So it's not that they'll put you in your place. It's not that they will be dominant over you, like exercise their dominance over you, but it's just like King of Swords in reverse. Listen, I have a pentacle to offer. I know who I am. I've been through a lot of life. I'm wise. You know, love isn't enough. Love isn't enough. I could have deep feelings of love for you, but if you're self-sabotaging and you're toxic, I will leave. And it's not like I'm going to go up against you. I'm just going to completely exit the situation. So this person's there, to be honest, their cutoff game is strong. The beauty about it though is Two of Swords in reverse, you're not going to be left in the dark. You're going to know exactly where this person stands, and they mean what they say. They say what they mean. They say what they mean. They have space for you. Eight of Pentacles, but they're also very driven and focused on having a connection. They're just ready. So if you're showing up as immature or vice versa, energy is fluid. This could be on your end, their end, whatever. But if someone is showing up as inconsistent or untrustworthy, which we got the Five of Swords at the bottom of the deck, so there's some sort of disconnect. Like you may say one thing like, I'm a strong, independent, you know, person, but do the opposite. And if you do, that could sabotage the connection in terms of long term, because they're making you a love offer. So you're getting to the point where you have a love offer from them, but that can be revoked if you don't show up, you know, as your higher self here. So this is one of those connections you definitely want to do your very best and give your best. Spirit, what else can you tell me here? We have the Four of Swords and the Two of Cups in reverse, Page of Cups in reverse, Five of Cups in reverse. This would be a good time, you guys, to write down what it is that you're looking for. That way, when it comes in, you can match people up to like a specific code, you know. because there's an energy of, I'm hearing someone's like inner narrative. It's like, I always fall for people who are fake, or I always end up in XYZ situation. How to avoid that? A really good way to avoid that is by writing down, this is what I'm looking for. And when you meet someone, after every date, you come home and you look at that list, and if that person is not matching what you wrote, that is not your person. And yeah, they could be a good person, but that doesn't mean that they're going to be good to you in a relationship. You know, you really want to hold yourself to that higher degree of like, okay, they got to be more than just a good person, because I'm not looking to make a friend. Like, this is a potential romantic partner. So again, do they have what's written on this paper? Do they have what I actually need, what I'm looking for? And also, have you done your part, just for that touch of mutual accountability? We have the Sun in reverse and the Ace of Pentacles. Something about this connection, with all the adventure it provides, is very regular. And by regular, it just feels different for you. I don't know. I feel like one of you guys are traumatized, to be honest. I feel like one of you is traumatized from a really bad relationship. So it's kind of just put you all out of whack. And I really do feel like it's best for you to fully heal and transform before you try to dip and dabble into a new love connection, because something like this, you just may not be ready for it. It may make you feel more attacked than anything if you don't match up to this energy naturally. We have the Two of Cups in reverse and the Four of Swords. So Spirit is saying like this is a good time to weigh your decisions, your options, think about who you are and what you want for yourself. Spirit, tell me more about this connection. Yeah, I'm like, ugh. And I can feel that. I can feel that energy. We have conflict and defeat and mental conflict. And we have passion ignited. So the passion is so strong for this person. You really feel that passion towards them in your sacral or in your heart. Like, you feel very attracted to them. The attraction is not at all the question. But for whatever reason, and I've been getting this a lot today, so maybe it's a collective energy at this point, but there's some sort of drawback or fear. Like, I don't know if this is who I want to settle down with. I want a different kind of connection. Like, I just prefer to have my way. I prefer to have things this way, whatever it is for you. Like, whether it's, I want my partners to be like, you know, I want them to be jealous. I don't want them to be super healthy and healed and, you know, super serious. Like, I want someone who's a little messy and crazy. Like, I like that. So I feel like the energy between the two of you is very strong, but also I feel like this relationship is like oil and water, and there's just this energy of, it's hard to ascend the mountain. It's hard to get to like a really stable relationship with them, and there's an opportunity for that. We do have the Harmony card here, so Spirit is saying like there is an opportunity for you to be with this person and have a harmonious relationship with them, to be in love, to have like, you know, something that's really valuable. But at the same time, there just feels to be this heaviness. Like, there just seems like there's all these fundamentals that we're misaligned in, or just this unshakable desire to have like toxicity that you can't really get rid of and settle in this connection. So we have the third eye chakra, all about foresight, and that's going back to what I was saying before. Like, this would be a great time to write a list. Like, okay, these are the things that I need, you know, from a partner. We have material and spiritual prosperity at the bottom of the deck, setting yourself up for success. Because that way, when something comes into your life and it just isn't in alignment, you don't have to trust your own devices and just your feeling or, you know, the logical part of you. You can trust like the list, what you've already kind of wrote for yourself. So we have emotional loss and solitude. When I just keep getting the same energy over and over and over, it's just like, okay, let's move on and talk about something else, because you guys get it and Spirit's not letting it go. But emotional loss and solitude kind of feels like, honestly, you haven't been the same since a past relationship. And it really feels to me that you may be addicted to things going wrong, or addicted to partners that have something about them that keeps you from being able to have them fully. long-term relationships you may have found in early childhood. You spent a lot of time online, and if that's your first experience of love, you've programmed yourself with relationships or connections with people who aren't in your immediate space, people that you can't essentially have. You may have had crushes on your siblings' friends, like your older siblings' friends, and it's like, okay, there's this reason why we can't have each other. Or you may have fallen in love like super young and you were never able to have that real relationship with someone because, you know, they just felt like, no, you're too young, I can't do this. Maybe it was a third party situation. Maybe it was someone who was completely toxic and emotionally unavailable. The energy that I just get, and I don't know why it keeps coming up, you guys, it just feels like there is a reason why you're convincing yourself you can't have this. Or like I said, it could be rooted like in an early part in your journey where, you know, your first taste of love was not real love or something that you could ever have, and it kept you chasing that feeling for years because at the end of the day it was invigorating and it was crazy and it was fun and it was good and it was emotional and it was bad, but it was a lot. It was intense just how you learned to like it. And now you're looking for that same intensity, because I'm like, why, Spirit, why are you stressing that this is like a simple or boring kind of person or connection? Why are you and like keep conveying like that this person is super emotionally mature? They're not going to argue with you. They're just going to walk out. Like, why do we need that harshness here? What's going on with that? Like, why is that here? And like I said, the fact that it just keeps coming up time and time again really just tells me like Spirit is like, I'm not letting this go. This is a real thing we need to address, and it's better to address it now before it gets here so you don't miss out on anything because you've self-sabotaged it. So that's what I got for you guys. That's where I'll leave that. My Etsy is below in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. Alright, if you chose group 4 with the green geo, this is your reading. We got the Sun card at the bottom of the deck for you. So I'll take that as a good omen. We're using the Star Tarot for you. And we are going to see what love offer will you accept next. So this isn't, you know, about whoever wants to come through, but the one that you are actually accepting. That's what we're tapping into. Spirit, this is for group 4 with the green geode. Show me the love offer they're accepting. What is the love offer? What is that person offering? Openness. Okay. We got openness, we got change, we got leadership. So this person is coming in, giving you a lot of space, a lot of room, a lot of authority. This is the kind of person where it's like, if their family was against you, they would choose you, you know, and that's unfortunate, a situation you would never want to happen. But this person is, you know, willing and ready to have like a number one in their life romantically, and to really embrace that connection and, you know, allow that person to take the lead and also be able to take the lead themselves. So you're building something very unique here. Also, I'm getting an energy of, I know we have the change card here, but I just heard specifically changing as I was looking at the Northern Lights on the leadership card. So there's an energy of like you moving through different dimensions being with this person. This person may provide you the time freedom to invest in your own spirituality and grow in that way. If you've always felt like attracted to spiritualities, like for me, that would be like etymology for me. So etymology is the study of words. And best case scenario is, you know, I'm able to retire from working as much and eventually just, you know, nerd out on etymology and symbology. But being that I have like so many responsibilities, I can't do that. I don't have the time freedom to literally just let my heart, you know, wander. So this kind of gives me that energy where there's something that you know that you would be doing right now if you had the perfect circumstances, and you're able to do that being in this relationship because they provide you, like, I just keep hearing time freedom specifically to do so. So you have a lot more free time in this connection and a lot more say, like when it comes to the house, when it comes to the connection, when it comes to what you do, the people around you, like what you do together. You have a say. So if there's someone that you don't want them to hang out with, it's not about that, but that's a luxury that you get with this person. So that may be very important to you, that your person listens to you and that they allow your voice to be heard when it comes to their relationships with their friends. Like they're not the kind of person to gaslight you and say, oh no, of course not, there's nothing going on, you're just being crazy. They're the kind of person where it's like, I trust you. So if you feel that way, I'm going to cut them off just on the strength of our connection and my trust in you. So we have standstill and embracing this person. Again, even with standstill, I get a lot of time freedom because it's like this person allows you to just be. You know, you're a human being, not a human doing, and you get the ability to be a human being with this person where it's like you just get some time to rest. So I don't know, for me, my mind automatically goes to a financial space where it's like, what would give you time freedom, you know? But if you're like, a single parent or you have a lot of responsibilities coming together with this person, they're going to take on those responsibilities. They're going to help your kid get ready to school, help with their meals and watch after them, look after them so that you have freedom to like go out, have a Target day or whatever, do whatever it is that you want, run errands. Like you won't have to work as much because they're covering, you know, a lot of responsibilities. I really see you building a life with this person. I feel like you guys will end up moving in together, and we have the Jupiter card that came out just as I was feeling that, so that matches up. Jupiter is the planet of home, the planet of expansion, so all about like, you know, like the domestic side of life. So with Jupiter being here, that is an energy of this person helping you expand your home. You may end up having children with this person. You may buy your first home with this person. You may live in your first like apartment or space with a romantic partner. Maybe you've never lived with anyone romantically before. Oh my God, just please, and it really doesn't have anything to do with the reading, but I just really need some I really need some advice on this because I keep going back and forth about how I feel about living with someone. Like, how do you guys feel about it? Just let me know, just like personally, like just me, help me jazz, you know, at this point, because I don't know, it's like you don't want to move in with someone after you marry them, because then it's like you don't know how they live, and what if like there's like things that you don't like about how they live, but also you don't want to live with someone before you marry them or too soon, because then it's like, okay, I already have the milk, why am I going to buy the cow? Like, why? It can slow down relationships. So just let me know your thoughts on living with someone before like marriage or before being in a like serious long-term relationship. I'm just curious personally what everybody thinks about that. Anywho, we got Cancer and we got the moon. Cancer is also a sign of home, and Cancer is ruled by the moon. So this person has a good amount of feminine energy. I mean, we got Pisces, a lot of water energy, a lot of feminine energy here. Even Earth is feminine energy. The only true masculine, I believe actually Cancer is masculine energy. But we did get Jupiter, which I know is masculine for sure. But we have Cancer, we have Earth, and we have the moon. So as far as who this person is, they're very intuitive, very psychic, very tapped into their emotions, very different. This person is an individual. They live their life, you know, according to them. They really are their own person. With Cancer being here, they value connection, they value stability, they value safety and comfort. Spirit, what else can you tell me about this connection? Oh my goodness. Yay! You guys are the only pile who got the Lovers today, because you're pile 4. We got the Lovers and we got the Judgment card. Wow. So there's a stepping up that comes with this relationship. There's definitely a stepping up. Like the Judgment card is a call to action. Judgment is like an opportunity, and then the Lovers is like divine timing. So if you guys have been at a standstill up until this point, I can tell you this with certainty, it will be worth it. it really will be worth it, because the Lovers is like, you waited, you still did the right thing, you know, you didn't get in your own way. Well, we do have the 5 of Wands here, so there's some sort of internal conflict. We have the 5 of Wands and the 4 of Cups, which is really giving like internal conflict energy. So if there's something that you're not sure about, I would say just ask this person straight up or communicate with them straight up, because this person is dependable and emotionally mature. They're not going to shy away if you have questions, or if you have like things that they need to know, like whatever it is that you need to say. Like the strong energy I get here, the strongest energy I get is like the partnership and the co-leadership. It's not like anyone's more important. It's like this person really wanting to let you in and wanting to get to know you better, and genuinely interested in making things as easy and seamless as possible for you. We got the 7 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. Nice. Lets me know you've built a solid foundation on your own, and this is just kind of your happily ever after. Yeah, we got the Empress here. Okay, I'm gonna have to clarify what this is, because I'm like, what is this like undertone? We have the Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and then we have the 5 of Wands. So there's either something you do right before this that makes you feel set back. This could be an energy of you reaching out to your ex. This could be an energy of you having a one-night stand. And then we have the Empress here. So it's like whatever you've done recently, it's making you feel like you're not at all close to where you want to be. And that just isn't true. Like it's giving me an energy of someone who has a lot of doubt in themselves because of a recent decision. And it's made you question, like, am I really the Empress if I just made this rookie ass mistake? We have the Knight of Wands and the 5 of Cups. So Spirit is like, no crying over spilled milk here. Like full steam ahead with that Knight of Wands energy. But this 5 of Wands, it's like you're starting off on a foot feeling non-deserving. It may even be you sleeping with this person on the first night, to be honest. Or maybe you have a moment where you embarrass yourself on the first date, or you feel like you trauma dumped on them or something. Something in the beginning of the relationship really kind of feels like we got the Tower as soon as I stopped shuffling. The Tower at the bottom of the deck. Something happening in the beginning of this relationship or right before this relationship is sprouting, making you feel like you've ruined your chances, or you're feeling embarrassed about. But we have the 3 of Wands and the Fool card here. So Spirit is giving a message of like, expect new beginnings. This isn't going to hold you back. And also the recent period that you've been in doesn't define you. Like I said, if you've been in a period of stagnancy, oh wow, we have a heart chakra awakening and the throat chakra. So I'm actually getting, in order to admit to yourself what it is that you want, what it is that you feel, you had to experience it. You had to experience this mistake to initiate you into another level of love. And it sounds crazy, but if you've done all this work, like truly sometimes Spirit, a lot of times actually, Spirit will give us like hard situations so that we can become stronger. Spirit will put us under pressure so that we go further into our faith and understanding. And if you guys have been on this personal journey of growth, and then, you know, you've just been growing, expanding, and it's seeming like you're not meeting anyone of value, you may have said, okay, to hell with it. I'm gonna do what all the other girls, all the other guys are doing, and I'm gonna have some fun. So you had fun, and now you feel like shit afterwards. But we have the heart chakra. You had to feel like shit so that you can truly know, no, I am deserving. I've done all that work. I am that person. To truly feel like I am the Empress after all the work you've done, there's something that has happened, or something that's happening in the beginning of this relationship that is making you see the truth of who you are and push past it. So there's a little bit of like an obstacle or some pressure in the beginning of the relationship, but it truly is serving as what's causing your relationship to grow stronger. Third eye chakra came out. You guys got a lot of chakra cards wanting to show up for you. We had the, I think the throat chakra is what it was before. And then now we have the third eye chakra. Spirit, what else can you tell me for group 4? Tell me more about this love offer they're accepting and what is happening here. We have triumphant success. So for you guys, really what I see is transformation and, you know, your moment. We have emotional loss at the bottom of the deck. So there's been some wins, some losses for you. There's been highs, lows, embarrassing moments, moments where you feel really proud of yourself in the past. And ultimately, everything is coming to a head. And you're finally at your new beginning. It doesn't have to be perfect. I just heard there's something someone was asking. Spirit says it doesn't have to be perfect. So we have impasse and answering the call. And that's the thing about the Judgment card. The Judgment card is the call. At the bottom of answering the call, it says the time is now. Impasse says reflect and redirect your energy. So for those of you who are still stuck on low vibrational or unsavory experiences of the recent past, Spirit is saying you're at an impasse with that. You know, you're going to run into a brick wall. You're not going to come to any deeper level of love with yourself without moving beyond that and standing as your higher self and knowing who you are and knowing that you're deserving. It's best to redirect your energy. And when Spirit does put this person into your life, that's when you really want to jump. We have unknown territory. You are exactly where you need to be. So for those of you who are obsessing about the time, I'm telling you, the way that this relationship come through, you wouldn't have even predicted it. We have stepping into power and begin now. You are strong beyond measure is what it says at the bottom of stepping into power. The bottom of begin now says take your first step. So for you guys, group 4, I see Spirit initiating you and to further levels of trust and understanding for now. But what I can certainly say with that Lovers and the Judgment card and the Fool card, 3 of Wands, like these are all cards of divine timing. There is something you have to let go and forgive yourself over because it's eating you alive and it's just sitting on your, you know, your chest, your consciousness, and there just isn't anything else that you can do about it. It's time to, you know, move beyond that and love yourself beyond that and know that you are deserving. And beyond accepting the love offer, you're going to do that. But I think this is more the advice so that you don't self-sabotage once you get the connection and you can maintain it. We have time to make a demonstration and hubba hubba. I love this. Hubba hubba is all about intimacy, emotional intimacy, physical intimacy, hot times. Hubba hubba is like what you say when you really like someone and they're super hot and everything about them just kind of draws you in and makes you attracted. So you're going to be very attracted to this person you're receiving this love offer from. But time to make a demonstration really sticks out to me because I feel like that Spirit really saying, I'm going to show you how everything can change. You don't need to think it that way. I'm going to show you and then you'll have the evidence in your reality to prove it. So I would say just be open. That's what I got for you guys today. My Etsy is in the description. If you'd like a private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that is what I have for you and I'll talk to you soon.